Hey kids, Inverted Cow here. Welcome back to Empyrean Ultimate Iron Man. We are level 8, 36 kills, 0 deaths. As you can see, I am by the monument. That's right. I was cruising around the planet. I come up this way and I found the Ultimate Iron Man Monument of Challenges, which has an entire screen for my name and my name only. It's also radioactive when you go running around it. But you'll notice that near it is actually 3 shuttle hubs. I've actually gone around the world once completely. There's a crashed capital vessel up in the top here. That's the black one that I got to dig out. There's residences. I didn't get too close to it because I had a cannon drone flying around it. I had minigun drones over here, so I avoided this area. And let's see, this is the village where I started, or where I was. So basically across the lake here, and you know, there's those. So yeah, I've gone around the world once. I haven't really found anything of real interest, but I am finding that this poor hover vessel doesn't have the gumption to do anything anymore. Added to it 6 iron blocks, 2 grinders, the detector, armor locker, and basically now these 3-in-1 hover pads here just don't have it. It barely is able to climb and move. Now, of course, I'm thinking that I want to bring in something like the Warthog, but I need level 12 for it. Blue Meanie is 15. The shuttle is 17. All the standard stuff that I normally bring in are more expensive. I can do, and I will be doing, is I will be upgrading this little hover vessel slightly so that it can get around on the planet. So I got to make some thrusters. Probably going to want to make some new hover pads. I mean, these hover pads are great, but as soon as you start combining them with thrusters and stuff, they seem to have issues. I might be able to keep it with those, but I kind of want to get out of the water. This thing has a tendency of falling into the water. I already shot the pad here on this one because I didn't like it. But I looted these, and I found some reasonably good loot. A minigun. I had the shotgun, tier 2 sniper, some ammo, random ammo bits. I forgot to throw those logs in the thing here. There we go. You just keep on cooking. Let's see, some health kits, some boosts. I've got a EVA, a jetpack, and a radiation boost. Couple of pills, random bits and pills and stuff. Yeah, nothing really of much use. Like these bullets I'll probably never use. The railgun bullets I'll probably just use as a way to boost production on something. They're nice, but they're way too expensive to make. All the other bits and bobs of loot that I collected, I tossed in these advanced constructors. I've already ordered the medic station. I'm going to order up a bunch of hover vessel components here, but I have to unlock them. The thrusters, and I have to unlock a few other odds and ends. Hover vessel. Yeah, there we go. Hover vessel. Thrusters, units, these hover pads. So I'm going to start cracking all that up. And then I have to go gain a couple more levels, 4 more levels to be precise, So that's going to be the next thing I'm going to be working towards. Hover vessel. Need the engine, RCS, hover pad. I found if you double tap these, they actually just unlock for you. You don't have to play with them. That was so nice. Not sure if I'm really going to play with shutter doors. Like, there really isn't anything else except for turrets that I need for the hover vessel. Multi-turret, of course, that I want, which is level 15. Because the only thing I've ever used the hover vessel for is tearing crap apart on the planet, like the drills and the multi-turrets. But usually by the time I get to that point, I've found them already. So I don't normally build a lot of that kind of crap. What I am going to do is I'm going to crank up a couple of cores. I've got 3 of these POIs in the area. I'm going to make up 2 cores, and I'm going to completely strip down some of the POs. Now, I did find a couple multi-tools, and I don't think I have the tech to make an upgraded multi-tool yet. I could, maybe. I need to actually unlock multi-tool. Yeah, I don't have the level for multi-tool tier 2. I haven't found a tier 2 multi-tool either. So there's that. I'm going to unlock the drill so I can make drill charges. Small ammo box, because at some point in time I want to start putting ammo boxes on the hover vessel. So there we go. That's everything I'm going to unlock. Now, I did find 11 multi-charges and 2 tier 1 multi-tools. Not a heck of a lot, but it's better than nothing. So I'll take those and put this back on all things, please. Click over to here. Now, I want to order 4 of the normal hover pads. Two RCS units. And I'm thinking a second fuel tank at some point here as well. Might be in order, but we'll go with 4 of those and 2 of those. Okay, we'll grab these cores done. This can all cook up for a while, and I'm going to go tear apart the shuttle hubs as soon as I remember where I parked. Now I'm going to do the same thing that Mr. McMonsterDad does, I believe. It's him that does it. I'm going to pull off the components that I want, and then I'm just going to put the thing on public, and I'm just going to strip it apart for experience points. I'll probably also grind some of those random dinosaurs and things in the area just to get some extra XP. But yeah, that's all pretty minor at a later point here. So we're going to start. Now I'm just going to go in here. Oh, do I got... Right, I've got a shotgun. One little thing you got to remember to bring: a weapon that can actually damage cores. 250 rounds. Let's hope that's enough to blow the core out on this building. Shotgun doesn't hurt. I don't think shotgun hurts cores. It might. We'll find out. Oh, it does. Okay, we're at 46. There we go. That takes out the core on this structure. Now I'm just going to go outside so I don't have to play with it. Crouch down, please, and open this door. There's something over my head and I can't jump. Okay. Now I'm just going to take my core, which is right here in my hand, plop that down. That makes it private. I'm just going to run in here and I'm going to scoop up a few of the things that I want that are worth stuff, such as this repair bay. The advanced constructor and repair stations, both of which use the flux coils, I believe they are. The really expensive ones that are a real pain that took us to actually get. Grab that armor locker just for Lowe's. Hire some crew. I think that's about it. Everything else in here is just basically steel blocks. Oh, except for that guy. None of which I'm really overly interested in. Yeah, nothing else in here I'm really interested in for mechanical components or anything like that. So what I'll do now is I'll just park myself in a good location, open up the P menu, oops, take out some oxygen, oops, P menu, do the same with the fuel. And we'll go pull the generator out. I think it's just a tier 1 generator, but there we go. We'll pull that out, so that's gone. Fuel tank here, oxygen tanks here. And that's it. Okay, now that's it. There's nothing else really of substance. So now I'll switch this over to a public POI. We'll switch it over to salvage. And away we go. I'll pick it up after I've torn this one and the other one apart. I'm going to make you sit through all of this crap twice or 3 times, whatever, but twice anyway. And I'm just going to leave that POI there, which I'm going to use. I will take some of it apart, but I'm going to basically just use it for my own personal gain. So, don't go away, kids. We will be right back. Okay, kids, we're back. I have completely torn apart one of the 2 hubs. The other one is mostly torn down. And I keep looking at my production menu. I remember that I made this one a while ago, and for planet exploration this would actually probably be the better way to go because it's cheaper, but I still need sathium ingots. In fact, I need 150 of them. Now I found enough to do 70, which is a lot considering, but that was also stuff that I found in other chests and yada yada yada, you know. So I need sathium ingots, and the only other place I know of to get sathium ingots is the crashed CV. I have, as you can see, added some extra armor onto this. I've done some upgrades to it. I've put thrusters on it now, so it actually has the ability to maneuver. Changed the hover pads over to the full hover engines. I've made a medic station, although I haven't placed it on because I'm not entirely sure where I want to put it. Although I'm thinking I might do is pop the armor locker off and throw it on there. Because wherever I put it's going to throw the balance of the entire unit off slightly. And I really don't need the armor locker on the hover vessel after I have started doing my thing. So that might be the way to go, was pop it on here someplace in the back. So maybe what we'll do is we'll zap these two blocks. Problem is, of course, is it's a 2x2 block, which means on a 3 wide surface it's asymmetrical, so it's going to drive somebody's OCD crazy. Probably mine, but that's okay. I can deal with it. What we'll do is we'll grab a flat wall. I'll put that like that. Now, what I need to do now is I need to go over to that CV and dig out the core and steal a bunch of blocks. So I'm going to grab some meat. I'm going to grab a new core. Toss that in the fridge. Quickly order up another core. And we'll see if we can figure out where I put my drill. I'm pretty sure I made one. I don't normally use them, so they just kind of get thrown in a box and ignored. There it is, drill. Okay, we're going to need that. Probably going to make sure I got those portable constructors and that kind of jazz. Okay. I have no biofuel on me, and I am making some, right? Okay, now that core should be done. So let's head over to that crashed capital vessel that we saw. Waypoint, move on approach, show on HUD, accept, and power this on. Get moving. Now I should hopefully not get stuck on every bump that I hit. And it does level a little bit better. Except when it ignores your controller inputs. Honestly, I think it's every time you change chunks, it does that optimization that they were supposed to do that allowed you to have so many POIs was supposed to only render POIs when you get within range. Sometimes I think those stutters and jumps are those POIs attempting to render because they're within range, if you will. And that's really kind of annoying. Oops, I got ground issues. I've noticed they had a really good, well-functioning game, and then the last set of updates, when they went to version 8, made it very unstable. Give it a lot of bugs, a lot of glitches, a lot of other problems that really I think they need to seriously start to investigate on ironing out. Okay, and we are here. Now this is all combat steel, so seriously taking this ship and just pulling some combat steel off of it's going to be, should be all the sathium that I require. Get through this hole. Come on, in we go. Okay, good enough. That now gives me the ability to sit and not have it shut off. For some reason, the 3-in-1s don't like to turn off when you tell them to turn off because they just flip right back on again. That's another bug that I'm really hoping that they do actually get around to fixing at some point in time. We're just going to dig this out and set the core, and then we'll be right back. And we have just set the core. The POI is now mine to play with. So the first thing I'm going to do, open the P menu. So that's the loot from this POI that I can quickly salvage. Now there is probably a few other things in here that I will want, but for the most part I'm going to come back here and clean this up with a proper multi-tool type thing. I only have 223 shots left on this one multi-tool, and then I am completely out of multi-tool charges. Which is why I stopped on that other POI, because I only had one extra multi-tool left, and I've just started it to use with this hover vessel. So, yeah. Things are not well, but it's what we got. So I'm going to jump up on here, fire off the drone, take a few random blocks off of this ship and hope that it doesn't explode and collapse on me like it does every other time I start taking it apart. Now remember, these are combat steel, and I've got a tier 1 multi-tool, so I was really hoping to find either spare multi-tool or a spare charges, or even some spare promethium, because I'm out of that as well. Okay, now my other option, of course, is to use the survival tool on salvage, but as you can imagine, this will take probably quite some time. Probably far longer than I want to spend on it, but I do need to attempt to recover some more blocks. So let's throw this stuff in there and see where we're at. Okay, that's our sathium. So we're good on sathium. Only other thing we need now is some copper and some iron. So let's toss this junk in there because we don't need those, and that we can toss in there because we don't need that crap. So some copper and some iron, and we're off to the races. So let's jump out of there. Got some iron, some copper. Those are copper too, and those are more iron. I mean, no. Okay, so now I'm just down to a little bit of copper. I thought those were copper. I guess they're silicon, aren't they? And I don't care that I'm over on the iron ingots or the sathium or silicon or anything else for that matter, because this ship here will be eventually replaced by another ship. I'll probably bring in the Warthog. I gotta check this one in creative to see if I've actually got this one fixed. The thing is the Warthog was built with the core backwards, and I think this one here is still backwards core. But I would probably end up just bringing the discount in and open it up and put the warp drive back into it, and we'll be fine that way. If I really wanted to, I do have this thing from the Blue Dawn scenario that I made. This was when warp cores first came out. It's really basically just a flying warp core with a wing. It's yeah, it's not very nice, but hey, it works. Also level 10, and I could probably crank this out fairly quickly as well, except I need the neodymium for the warp core. So yeah, that's probably going to be one of the next things that comes down the line. But we'll go back to factory here, and I'll finish this off. And next episode, when we pick it up again, I will be flying with the Crunchy Cookie, and we're going to go do a little exploring and see if we can actually find anything on this planet even remotely close to what our objectives should be. So we haven't even found our objectives, let alone any other attackable POI. So thanks all for watching, kids. I'll see you all in the next episode. And level 11, 39 kills, 0 deaths. Good night for now.